So what we have here is a assembled glove that contains 5 bend sensors or flux sensors. The sensors we had to cut and modify our code to meet the resistance that will register now, since once the resistor was cut, the resistance was less. We had wired them directly to the Arduino board, which is in here, powered by a 9-volt battery. And since we're using 2 power supplies, the Arduino is getting powered through here. That goes to a resistor, which reads the value. From the value, you're gonna get these orange wires here, which go to the servos. And since each individual servo, which are the MG946Rs, require 1 amp each, we had to get a power supply that was strong enough to supply 1 amp to each one. That required us to go to a 12-volt power supply, and that's why we have a buck converter, which is brought down to 6.2 volts, so it will be able to function as good as possible. Our challenge, everything worked out as expected. The only problem we had was creating the Bluetooth connectivity. Every time we try to send actual digital data or analog data, we have read from the actual bend sensors itself. It did not register, but if we send character strings or hello world or any other string that contained letters, it actually went through fine. So we had an issue sending actual data. So right now, as you can see, everything is hardwired in. So if you can bend one finger. All right, bend the other. The third finger. All right, fourth. And fifth. And as you can see, they bounce back automatically. That's because we attached a elastic string from the tip to this bolt right here, which you see. So it will act as a spring of some sort. And this is our final project. We actually housed everything inside a breaker box to make it nice and tidy. Our problem was the wiring. As you can see, there's wires that you cannot really hide unless you grab very thick electrical wire, which we could not get a handle of at the moment that we needed. So we had to go with this mesh that hides it as much as possible for right now. In future improvements, we will, of course, wanted to get it wireless. Our idea was to put the other Arduino here with the Bluetooth module so that the other Arduino will sit right on top of your palm with the other Arduino module. And since they both require 2 power supplies, the power supply wouldn't have any issues with it. So yeah, that's our project. So give one more demonstration, please. Do like 2 fingers at once. As you can tell, this finger is the only one that gives us a little bit of issue. That's because the resistance is not so great, but because it has to bend into the palm, that's what makes it get stuck from time to time. There's a lot of friction right here that does not let it move the way it's supposed to. Everything was 3D printed in my house using the 3D printer that I purchased for this specific project, and I hope you like it.